I want to tell you this today. Work is not the enemy, but they've conditioned you to believe it is. You may have followed all the rules, and where did that get you? You probably still feel stuck, unseen, and you might be wondering, what am I doing wrong? In today's video, I'm breaking down what it really takes to win in today's workplace and giving you the tools to finally take the workplace back. Now, you've stayed late, you've hit your numbers, you've picked up all the slack, and then you get to watch someone less qualified, less committed, get promoted because they play the game better. You didn't fail. You were trained to lose. You need to hear that. Let's start with this. You're not the problem, but the beliefs you were taught about work are. And let me remind you, as my mom used to say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Now let's get real about the systems that started with good intentions to protect you. Now they've sold you out on purpose, like the government. They told you income tax was temporary. And now you're handing over half your paycheck and they act like the free money they give you is a gift. Spoiler alert, they're not giving you anything because it's not theirs to begin with. And it's not free. It's your money that you worked for. And while you're budgeting groceries and cutting corners just to survive, they're sending billions overseas to causes and countries pretending to help. But I know the truth. Most of that money disappears into a magical nowhere land of corruption, contractors, and committees. It doesn't fix anything because they don't want it to be fixed. They want to keep people dependent at home and abroad. It's how they stay in control. They need you to stay dependent so they can stay in charge. And then there's the educational system. They told you, I heard it, to get a good education so you can get a good job. They didn't just sell you an education, they sold you a fantasy. The glossy brochures promise a campus with palm trees and a swimming pool and resort vibes, like college was your 4-year free vacation. And while they handed you an overpriced degree in basket weaving or gender studies or organizational mindfulness programs, they knew would never lead to a good job for you because they don't care if you get hired. They only care if your student loan clears. They'll approve $100K in debt in 5 minutes, but won't spend 5 minutes teaching you how to negotiate a raise, lead a team, or build actual workplace power. That's not education. That's indoctrination wrapped in a student lounge and a vacation brochure. Now, how about these unions? The unions were built to protect workers. Now, they protect themselves and their power. They're all over TV bragging about the latest wage increase they won for the people. But they don't tell you how many jobs will be cut to cover the cost because when a few get outrageous salaries, guess what? Hundreds of others get pink slips. They'll parade a win for the camera while the shop floor quietly empties out. That's not solidarity. That's sacrifice of the many for the illusion of progress. At corporations, where I spent 40 years of my career, they used to reward performance. Now they reward politics. It's not about performance. It's about ESG scores, DEI optics, and saying the right buzzwords to keep the money coming in. This isn't about fairness. It's about financing and pretend social justice. Because in today's corporate playbook, they need the score more than they need you to win. And to top it all off, most of the C-suite, of which I was a part of, doesn't even believe in the BS they're forcing on you. They'll teach you how to behave, blend in, and check the right boxes, but not how to ask for a raise, speak with authority, or lead. They roll their eyes at the same trainings, then play along because that's what keeps the cash flowing. Because performance doesn't mean winning anymore, but compliance does. And compliant employees, guess what? They don't make waves. But waves break the silence that protects the system. What work is really for? Work isn't supposed to save you. It's not supposed to complete you. It's supposed to fund you. Fund your freedom. Fund your family. Fund your future, because most of us have to work. But if you believe work is evil, guess what? You'll never learn how to win at it. And if you believe your job is broken, you'll never think to fix your strategy. So here's 3 things you can stop doing right now if you want to win in this broken workplace. First of all, it's time for you to reclaim your power and drop that damn conditioning that's keeping you stuck. So number 1, stop believing in this damn fairy tale that work is a family. It isn't a family, it's a system, and systems don't reward niceness. They reward value and visibility. You don't need a new job. You need a strategy to win where you are, inside the system you're already in. Because if you keep waiting for it to feel better, you'll stay stuck in a place that was never built for you to win. So take this action today. Define that salary that you want to earn next, the number that funds your next level of freedom. That's your fuel. Now build your strategy around earning that salary. And please, number 2, stop waiting for validation. You're not stuck because you lack skills. You're stuck because you're still hoping someone else will notice your worth. Most people, like I did, spend years quietly over-delivering, thinking if they just do a good job, someone will finally reward them. That's not a strategy. That's a setup. No one's coming to hand you your moment. You have to claim it. Take this action today. Don't be afraid to get noticed. I want you to sit at the front of the room, put your hand up first, and take up space like you earned it, because you already have. You have everything you need to succeed. And finally, number 3, stop being the damn yes person. Stop picking up the slack. Stop saying yes to everything. Stop thinking your value comes from being the one who always gets it done, because it doesn't come from that. And it won't. Your value doesn't come from doing more. It comes from delivering the results that move the business forward and being able to articulate them. You don't get promoted for cleaning up other people's messes. You get promoted for solving real problems and making sure people know it. So the action you're going to take this week is, don't complete work that someone else dropped without calling them out on it. If you have to fix it, you speak up and make sure the right people know why you had to take it over. You don't need to protect their feelings, because remember, there are 2 types of people in the workplace. The bystanders, they blame the job but never change their approach. They wait for the system to be fair. They get angry when others win but never build their own strategy. They stay quiet because they were taught that asking is selfish. They confuse resentment with righteousness. But builders, and you are a builder, you use work as fuel to fund your real freedom. You don't wait for that raise. You come prepared with receipts and ready to ask. You speak up, not to be liked, but to be heard. And you know your value, and it isn't in how hard you work. It's in the outcomes that you deliver. You don't need perfect conditions, because you know what? You have the ability to win where you are. It's not that they will hate you when you become a builder. It's that they're going to hate that you stopped waiting and started winning. And here's my final word. If you've ever felt like you couldn't speak up, like the system is too big, the politics too loud, and the nonsense too baked in to fight, you are not alone. That's exactly how they designed it. You were taught to comply, to blend in, to keep your head down and be grateful. But that script, it was never written to help you win. It was written to keep you quiet, compliant, and stuck. And you weren't made to blend in. You were born to build something for yourself and your family that lasts. Work is not your enemy. It's your engine, and it's time to start driving it. Stop apologizing. Stop going along just to get along. Stop carrying broken beliefs like they're a badge of honor. Use your voice. Claim your results. Build your life with purpose and be impossible to ignore. Now, if you're ready to get noticed exactly where you are, hit that subscribe button and grab my free copy of 5 Ways to Get Noticed at Work. The link's in the description box. Because us hard-working high performers, we're done waiting. We're done playing small. It's time to take the workplace back. Let's go.